Hey, welcome back to the Almost Friday podcast. It's me, Liam.
And Will.
And we just did this intro and fucking Emily didn't hit record.
No,
Yes.
now you're tattletaling for everyone.
We have a great guest today, Aunty Donna. Amazing sketch
Some
group.
of my favorite comedians out there. Hilarious sketch comedians. They're doing a live show coming up soon. Check them out on YouTube.
Netflix, all of it. Follow them on Instagram. They're fucking amazing. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yes.
Online therapy service. BetterHelp is awesome. Go to betterhelp.com/beers for 10% off on your first month.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great deal. It's a really easy to use online therapy
Insane
service.
deal.
BetterHelp.com/beers for 10% off on your first month. Also, on that note, therapy helps you chill out. What else does?
Dadgrass.
Dadgrass is the best. It's such a crazy world we live in. You don't need to be paranoid all the time or anxious while you're smoking. Dadgrass gives you just the best mellow feeling. I love it. Me and Will use it. And if you go to dadgrass.com/almostfriday, you can get 20% off on your first order. That's dadgrass.com/almostfriday. 20% off on your first order. Dadgrass is really awesome. You should do it. Let's get into the episode.
Any advice? Before we
like
jump
I've been
in,
drunk.
any
Just-
vibes? Just vibes and
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
if I talk too much, you hit that red button.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Emily sometimes
She'll go.
overshares.
Just like
ours.
And it
Okay.
kind of,
Yeah.
I'm never going to hit that button.
no, I
can
talk a
talk.
lot.
That's what I
Yeah.
think at the
That's
start
fine.
of every episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, you're welcome to talk.
It feels mean every
Yeah.
time.
No,
But
it does.
it's
We're gonna-
sometimes just for the episode, you got to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do it.
It's for the cut down, just for comedic effect.
Yeah, I love
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
But it's
Americans,
cathartic.
Americans love misogyny, so we got to relate to that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be controversial, but guns.
Yeah.
There are a lot. People love guns here.
Yeah.
Do people love guns in Australia?
Not so much.
He's got a
anymore.
gun there. That's an active
Wow.
gun.
Oh, Jesus
that a real gun?
Christ.
No,
Is that a Glock?
dude.
Yeah, it is a Glock, but it's fake.
I grew up near
fake
farm.
Where did that come from?
I keep it. Yeah, yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
be safe. I
I
got to
grew
protect
up-
my kids, my family.
Well, if
I
every
grew up near
single
farms, and I know people.
person had a gun, including babies, walkie-talkie, then everyone can defend themselves.
Yeah, babies need a gun.
I believe in a world with baby guns.
I was gonna give a legitimate answer
No, please.
about
Take your time,
farmers,
Zach.
farmers
Yes.
that have guns, but they get a license for their guns in
Mm.
Australia.
Dude, I saw a video recently of a guy in Australia and his couch lifted up, and they went into the basement and there were like a wall of guns. Did you guys see this? I don't know.
No,
Have you
that-
tuned in?
That sounds illegal
Is that at
In
Parliament
Australia.
House?
I
Mm.
don't know.
He should have opened up that
you
couch,
can't have couches
gone
in Australia.
downstairs and had a safe there,
Mhm.
unlocked
Yes.
the safe, and then he could have had
But
his
it needs to
guns
be
in
locked
that
up.
safe.
In this situation, are we recording? Because this is good stuff.
Yeah.
This is great.
In that situation, the couch is the safe door.
Oh,
on a very big safe.
That's a very
right.
good point.
There's
So
a big safe
in
in the couch. is
Where
the
I grew
safe
up in the
door.
state of South Australia,
Mm.
you needed legally to have a fence around your pool.
Oh, that's here too. Yeah.
Right. But what my fucking parents did, 4D chess, they put a fence. You walk out the back door, fence to the fence, like just a little one. Whole backyard is the pooled area.
Nice.
Wow.
My
that
brother
is
drowned and
Yeah, I
died.
remember, I remember the pool at your brother's funeral.
Yeah,
So beautiful.
beautiful.
It's great. I could just jump right in for a swim.
But if you had a
It's
gun, that
gorgeous.
wouldn't have happened, man.
Yeah, no, 100%.
No, that's.
Can I tell another story?
Yeah.
When
Get
I-
two more.
Okay, great. And then what?
And
then
we're
super
just,
story?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't tell a third.
Okay, great.
You don't want to know what happens.
Oh, great. I kind of do now. This is our last podcast we're recording in America, and then we get on a plane and leave.
oh, say whatever.
Right. Bud Light. If you were to say light in a beer in Australia, it would mean low alcohol. I said, great, I'll have 20 of these. And I had 10 Bud Lights, and I thought I was going to die because light literally means low calorie.
Is that why they're light? Is that how they're light?
Well, I don't get it because they aren't like, because you drink one and it feels like you drink a gallon of mercury. Like it
Yeah.
feels so
Yeah.
heavy in your stomach.
Is it just light in flavor?
I genuinely don't know.
I think it's
It's light in calories. isn't
Yeah,
it? That's
it-
the whole point.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
But it's like 110.
It's a
It's
blonde.
still a
Do you
lot.
remember when pure blondes came out in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the name of a
Not the
beer.
people.
There was a
We
beer.
have blonde people in Australia.
The first
since-
like low calorie beer in Australia was called a pure blonde, but we got that much later into the beer process. You've had Bud Lights for quite a while, as is my understanding.
This is your national anthem, isn't it?
yeah,
It
pretty
is.
much.
The Bud Light.
Yeah.
Just pop a Bud Light.
It's funny you say that you can it tastes like mercury to you? Because when I look at your body, I can see that it's 65 degrees here now. You're like halfway up your body. It's
Are you
telling me the
sure?
temperature.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not just drinking mercury?
Well, I don't know, but you have a good eye.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a trained eye, I can tell. I just meant more so that when I have one Bud Light, it feels like there's a 30-pound weight
Yeah.
inside my
Yeah,
body.
you get a little bloated.
How are you with
Yeah.
gluten?
So I don't.
Gluten? I don't do great with the gluten, but I'm okay with it.
You probably shouldn't be drinking beer. Maybe you're gluten intolerant.
Don't say that here. They'll fire me on the spot.
You can have a light
Really?
ginger ale and a vodka or a whiskey with a nice.
Yeah, mix it up. You go. I mean,
What's your
this
go-to
is
drink?
delicious.
They'll fire me.
Friday
Yeah.
beers.
Really?
Company.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
need to drink beers
Yeah.
to get in here.
I
Isn't
just-
that a little...
That's funny. I actually don't drink beer, so
We call it sink and piss in Australia. I
We
bet you're
do.
sink and piss every day.
What does that mean? You
That
think
means
piss means-
drinking lots of
That's
beer.
fun.
Yeah, we call
Sink
it,
and piss.
we call it piss in Boston too.
You do?
Yeah.
Boston is...
Yeah.
You don't-
Irish.
It's
Yeah,
Irish.
yeah. Like
That's what it is.
You Irish?
Broden Kelly. No. Zachary
Oh, no.
is Irish too. Mark Bonanno is
Bonanno.
also Irish.
I'm Irish.
Ooh.
I have a question. Are there any Jews in Australia?
There are.
There's some.
We
Are
have
there any attractive men that are Jews in Australia?
Are you
Oh,
looking,
you're looking for a-
some
are you looking for a
yes,
attractive
do you
Jewish
know
man?
of any?
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael
And I just
Schaefer.
love Australians.
Oh, yes.
I love Australian men.
Hang on.
Right.
They get so mad when I try to use the podcast.
No, this is good.
No,
This is
no, you
good.
should.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
You should.
Yeah, we'll go down. I know plenty of Jewish
Caulfield?
people. Yeah, we'll go down
Yeah,
to Caulfield.
move to Caulfield for a little bit.
Caulfield?
Yeah.
Is that an
Well,
It's
that's
a
where
Jewish
a lot
community.
of the
Oh.
Hasidic Jews.
Mm.
Oh, I'm not.
No. There's plenty of Jewish people that aren't Hasidic. No, yeah, we'll hook you up with the Jewish
Okay,
guy.
cool.
There's a
I'll
guy
let
called-
you know when I'm in town.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of our great friends, comedian, is a Jewish comedian from Melbourne called Jude Pearl, the best musical comedian. Every week collaborate with her. Fantastic. Get her on the podcast next time.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we.
Can I ask something? Sorry. This was my only question I had coming in.
Oh, great!
is,
Love a prepared question.
Better be good.
It's
You've hyped it up now.
If
Yeah.
it's the only one.
what'd you guys do in Australia on 9/11? Did you care? Or
Oh,
yes. That is
This
a great
Oh,
question.
this is the
Wow.
best question
Wonderful question.
We've done a week of promo here about our world
Yeah.
tour, and this is the last podcast we're doing, and the best question.
That's an amazing question.
That's a
It
good-
Thank
actually,
you.
I'm
Thank
actually super interested.
Yeah.
So
We
we
go
we're
through
so-
one at a time.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
break down your day
Because
on
we're so removed
September
from
11th.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
let's talk about 9/11. All right. Okay. For us, nothing.
Nothing.
We
We'll leave.
didn't give a shit, right? Hang on.
No.
9/12.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Because we're
right.
in the future.
Yeah, good. Oh,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the future.
And not only that,
12/9,
12/9.
because
we
our
put it
calendar's
the other way
different.
around.
Yeah.
It actually happened on 9/11, but it happened at about 11 o'clock at night.
Okay.
So we were all asleep in our beddies.
We're in bed with our teddy bears.
We're teenagers. Where this is. How old was I?
About 11.
I was 11.
14?
I went to bed
Yeah, I
with my
was-
teddy, and
13.
I didn't know the next day that the world would change.
But it did.
Oh, sorry, go.
No.
Oh, well, I work. My father worked night shift, and often I would hear him come home, and he would wake me up, and I saw the second plane hit
Wow.
live.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
By live,
like,
he means like 15-second delay, probably.
yeah, there was a bit of
Oh,
a,
okay.
there. But like, I don't know, man. I was a kid. I was like, oh, okay. Like,
The meme in Australia, right, for our generation is, and I'll explain this, is where's my cheese TV? And that's what we connect with 9/11. Strange? I'll explain now,
I need to
Emily.
know.
Yeah.
There's our morning cartoons every morning
Mm.
was a TV show called Cheese TV, hosted by two cheeky boys whose name I don't remember.
no, I don't remember
But
So
that.
you
what's-
didn't have like SpongeBob and shit.
So
Well, we
this
did.
Pokemon,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z,
But we got
Teenage
SpongeBob.
Mutant Ninja
So we
Turtles.
had like hosts. Did you have hosts introduce the cartoons?
No.
So you'd have a thing like, so what we had was like, instead of SpongeBob at this time, you'd have Cheese TV for 3 hours of the morning, and then they would introduce the cartoon. So there was
Mhm.
also a thing called Saturday Disney, but
Yeah.
that's less
And
relevant.
they do like
Okay.
little game shows and stuff, like
And
little
then they go-
games.
We had
that
something
you can write
similar.
letters in and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some similar.
Yeah.
So every child about our age in Australia, how old are you guys?
I'm 24.
27.
Oh, you're
Oh, we're a little
So-
older.
Were you alive? Yes.
Yeah, I was like 3.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah,
I don't
right.
remember it, but like, yeah, I don't.
That's crazy. We
remember
You're
it.
American,
Yeah,
but we're older Australians, so we remember it.
I know. It's
That's
very
I remember it
fucked up.
very clearly.
And the whole generation, where's my fucking cheese TV?
I
No
knew
one
that-
knew what was going on.
Yeah, if you didn't see it
'Cause
live,
every channel,
I knew.
every channel, just the news.
Right.
Like, where's fucking Dragon Ball Z?
I gotta be like I was a smart kid, so I understood the gravity of the situation. I was like, I think
Yeah.
Pokemon can take a rest. I just hope they don't.
Yeah.
I hope they like kick it down the road. I don't want to miss the episode.
Mm.
Are there? I have a weird question. Are there 9/11 memes in Australia?
That we are practically the 51st state.
Okay.
Like, culturally, we just watch the same shit as you guys.
Okay.
We have Netflix.
Mm.
Some of us even have the logo tattooed on our bottom. And
They're called the Boop Boop Boys.
yeah, we're the Boop Boop Boys.
Yeah,
Wait, what is this?
Mark and Broden, we did a
This is the
Netflix show a
podcast.
few years ago. Mark and Broden, to promote the show, got the Netflix logo tattooed onto their asses.
Oh, you guys
Wow.
actually got it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a bright one.
yeah.
I didn't actually do it because that's stupid. I just pretended.
The camera will be on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we'll
Yeah.
catch it. We'll
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Um,
That's awesome.
But I'm thinking, I feel like I should say this. I should announce this. I'm thinking of getting, done a show with a network in Australia called ABC, different to your ABC.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking to promote that. It's only fair. I didn't get the Netflix tattoo. It's only fair that I get an ABC tattoo on my ass to promote that show. I think that's only
I think that's very fair.
yeah. So
In Australia, ABC stands for American Broadcasting Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, it's American Broadcasting Corporation. In Australia, it's a publicly funded government thing.
That's
It's like PBS
yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
but it's called American Broadcasting Channel.
Would you say this observation about 9/11 is true? Tell me if I'm wrong. We joke about it in Australia probably as much as people joke about it. It's become a
Was-
meme, but we would never do it in front of an American.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
no,
no, we
do
would
it.
love it.
Yeah, but there's still a thing. At
It's
least
your,
it is
that's your
for-
trauma.
Yeah,
Not yours. You weren't born.
Yeah.
But
You weren't born.
Well,
But-
we suffered I guess the entire world suffered the consequences. But go on.
Oh yeah. The
Well,
rest,
I
of the,
was
world, the rest of the world was fine. You
Yeah.
were like, hey,
Yeah.
look, we're gonna deal with this internally.
You
You're
guys
good. Rest
keep
of the
going
world,
on.
Yeah.
Everything's
You keep
normal.
going. You're all good.
My godfather was a fireman there,
no.
and a couple other my uncles were too. And
Wow.
I don't joke about it with them.
Yeah.
because they lost a lot of friends.
And we
Yeah.
know a lot. We know a lot of New Yorkers as well, like that are older than us. So they were like into the city. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
but he's
I'm
not.
gonna.
You could do
Okay.
a joke, and then he would. The only thing he'll respond well to a joke, but the thing I've only seen him respond like get angry about is the conspiracy theories.
Oh
Yeah.
Is when
yeah,
you
of
start bringing that
course.
up, and,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm telling you, no. Like
Yeah.
to all this
Oh,
shit, he's like,
wow.
because they're like Tower 7. It was a controlled demolition. He's like, it was on fire all fucking day. Oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
shut up. Like he gets pissed about that, but
Yeah,
everything
fair
else is
enough.
shit. Yeah.
Was he in Boston? He came down to help.
No, he lived
was
in
New York.
Yeah, he lived
Wow.
he was on Engine 1. There's a documentary about it.
Oh,
Yeah. Two French filmmakers were just filming a documentary
Hey,
about
remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he's in it. They were just doing a documentary about like
Yeah.
the New York firehouse, and then
Yeah.
fucking 9/11 happens, and they were like,
the only footage of the first plane is from that documentary.
yeah,
Insane.
Wow.
they were probably like, this is terrible, but like we're about to make some
Okay,
fucking.
but
money.
also,
Like,
what
what did your? We'll probably have to cut this. What did your uncle say?
no, we can keep it. He was because I didn't know about the documentary. I had been to the firehouse a lot as a little kid, and so years later, I'm in high school and I'm watching this documentary for the first time.
Jeez.
I didn't even know it existed, and I'm watching it. I go, this is fucking really familiar for some weird reason, and I see my uncle, and
Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
how I recognize you. I said before this podcast how I recognize you. It's because your uncle was in the 9/11
Yeah.
documentary.
yeah, exactly. And I called him in the middle of class, and I said, there's a 9/11 documentary you're in it. He goes, yeah, I was so fucking hot back then, dude. And that's all he said about it.
I was so hot.
Yeah.
He said he was.
He was,
hot
he was
back
like,
then.
I was just so hot back
Good
then.
for him,
And he was.
man.
He's a good
What did he
cat.
say?
He said nobody.
What's the
got
quote?
more.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Well, I'll keep it, whatever. He said, he's like, nobody got more pussy than firemen in New York after
Yeah.
9/11. He goes, for a year, I was a rock star. They went on tour. They literally like pulled him out to every college football game. They just bring him out to the
Wow.
50 for the national anthem.
Wow.
And he was
Throwing
like,
out pitches in baseball
A lot of
games.
Patriots.
yeah.
You know what's funny, right? Is the people who perpetrated it thought they were going to get, 50 whatevers.
Mhm.
But what in turn, they'd be sad to learn that the opposite happened.
Yeah.
The people who helped got all the attention.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like to think everyone got it.
I remember for me,
Very sexually active period post 9/11.
I remember for me, the Australian TV just played like I think one of the the net your cable channels.
Mm.
That was my first ever experience of cable news,
Mm.
and I got to take the day off school. Well, not even that. I all the grade 6s and grade 5s because we were old enough to handle it. Got to sit in the library and watch cable news essentially.
Oh, they like canceled school for y'all?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's because it's kind of
It's like one of the craziest things.
our
wanna
prime
make that
minister was there as well, so we felt like super. And he made best friends with George Bush. It got weird.
Oh,
Him and George Bush became besties,
Ooh.
and we're like,
Yeah, and then we were,
best friends.
we fought. I think our country fought in the war as well. Like we
appreciate it.
That's
Yeah.
all
You're
right.
welcome.
Don't worry, shit. You're welcome.
I will say one of the funniest things I ever seen was George Bush going to throw out the first pitch the next day, and the crowd standing up and tearing up when he threw a
Yeah.
strike.
There's
It
a
was
30
like,
for
we
30
won!
about it.
Yeah.
30 for
We
30 about
did
it.
it.
Yeah.
He threw it pretty good too.
There's
There's a full doco on it.
Yeah.
And there's a large part of it is like, would he throw the ball well? And he did.
Well,
Yeah.
dude, he has a museum in Dallas where I'm from, and
George
there's an
W?
entire room. Yeah, W.
There's two
just
president
call-
museums there.
We call him W.
Oh, we've done shows in Dallas. I went to the JFK museum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's an entire room dedicated to a projector playing his pitch over
Really?
and over,
Amazing.
and it's the
Hot dog.
baseball's there, and it's so funny because
That's
it is
amazing.
cool, but it's also hilarious,
Bizarre.
stupid.
I
Was it
the reason I bring up cable is because I remember watching it and being like, "There's no new information yet. This is all too fresh." And they just kept playing the same footage of Air Force One flying in the sky, and I was like, they probably don't need to keep just saying the same thing until they get new
Yeah.
information. I've since discovered that is what
That's what
24-hour
it-
news
that's what
cable
it
is. Just like, hey, no updates, but let's look at the footage again.
What's so that's probably 9/11's got to be the biggest conspiracy theory bed in
Yeah.
America. What is it for Australia? Like, what's your
At the
Ooh,
moment,
yeah.
during COVID, we took a very different path to you guys, where we they implemented this national thing called JobKeeper, which meant that they pretty much paid everyone's wages for any period that they weren't working.
And they paid it through the company.
Like
so.
they matched what they were making.
Just
No,
a minimum.
no, it was enough to keep you afloat. They weren't matching,
Mhm.
but it was enough to keep people afloat, and they paid it through the company. So the company was able to kind of keep running as well. So if you were a restaurant, you could pay your waiters, and kind of it kept
Mm.
everything kind of going while nothing was happening.
And we were making a Netflix show when we were here, so we kind of saw both. Where it was the free for all that was over here. It's like each everyone look after themselves. And when we got home, there was government almost mandate you must stay home unless you're going to the doctors, you're getting food, or
Go for
you
a
got
walk.
you got a match on Tinder. And
Did you guys get lockdowns here, like crazy lockdowns?
Yeah.
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 I mean, you could
For
go-
months.
you could just always not listen to it.
people
Yeah, people just didn't
So-
give a shit.
You go,
Yeah.
please,
our state where we lived was the worst. Kept having
oh, please stay home.
And so we would have, you got to stay home. And people started to lose their minds because we were at COVID 0. So no one had it. And then if someone got it, the whole city would shut down.
Mm.
And so people started to lose their mind a little bit. And we had full on
We had
protests.
and 5 big lockdowns.
So and people started to push against that and say, and that was the most the world's ending that we've had.
But it's pretty funny because most Australians are just this is where we're really chill, right? We're so chill that, the government was like, you guys stay home for the rest of the year. I'm like, all right.
most
And then there
people
was
were,
a couple.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And then there
Yeah.
was a couple that were just really angrily protesting. And I just remember being like, chill out. It's maybe.
So what's the conspiracy then?
Oh,
That,
Here's a better one. Here's a better
well, all the conspiracy
COVID's
sprung
fake.
from that.
Okay, okay,
The
yeah,
government's trying to eat us.
yeah, okay.
Mm.
Here's a cool one, all right? There's a prime minister, which is a president, pretty much, who went for a swim
Went for a swim.
in 1967. I
Mhm.
think we wrote.
Was he prime minister at the time?
Yeah.
Mm.
He was prime minister of, his name's Harold Holt, and he went
That's
for
a
a.
good name.
He went
Sweet.
for
Sweet, huh? It's a superhero name.
That's a character name.
That's a
Yeah.
character name.
Mm.
and he went spear fishing with a spear gun. He went out into the water, very choppy water, in a place called Sorrento, and never came back. Prime
They
minister.
never
Is
found
the
the body.
Tina Arena song about him?
No,
Never
that's
found the
about
body
city in
either.
Italy.
Oh,
Yeah,
That, to my knowledge,
yeah.
Never
Uh,
found the body.
But
they
you,
didn't.
no
They
body
never
found.
the body.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Isn't that
Prime
just
Minister?
How's
like?
that not a
Yeah.
massive?
Isn't that just like? Excuse me, conspiracy theorists. Here's a good one for
Yeah.
you. Like,
So
yeah.
the big theory at the time is that communist submarines took him. It
Mm.
was
Oh, that
a
was the big
whole
one.
thing. He just drowned.
He just drowned.
you guys
him.
got big great whites, right?
Yeah, but
Big
then
great
I don't know if they're
whites.
eating a whole corpse.
No, yeah, I bet he would have showed up.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, there's a misconception there. Like, a lot of people do. Well, I say a lot of people, but like every
4.
year or so, you might hear a story of someone getting bit or seeing a shark kind of around the west coast of Australia, near where Perth is and shit. But usually they only bite because you're in their territory
Yeah.
and shit. And
They-
like they're not man eaters.
They don't
Yeah.
like the taste of humans.
Mm.
They'll only do that if they're like really hungry or really bored. They'll come for a little
Yeah.
bite.
We're pro shark.
It's the
Yeah,
shape,
we're pro
right?
shark.
Of the they look like a seal or something.
Yeah.
That's-
Last year there was a very well populated swimming area. A snorkeler got taken, and it was it was on TikTok and stuff.
But you know, as
And,
you know, everyone that got that footage was really respectful.
yeah, it was really cool.
TikTok
People
was
were
really
cool with
quick
it.
to get that video down.
Have you ever seen a shark, a great white or anything in the water?
Have I ever seen
Yeah,
a
like
shark?
in the real when you've gone for a swim.
I saw a stingray once.
Well, they're as bad as you know. They took our national icon.
Yeah. Have I seen
Yeah.
a shark?
Damn shame.
I think I might have been on a boat where I could see a shark from the boat when I was a kid,
No,
and I've seen
no.
crocodiles, plenty of crocodiles.
Yeah, there's also crocodiles in the ocean in Australia
Well, that's kind of the stereotype, though, right? Of Australia's like crocodiles and
and sharks.
And
Yeah.
it's 100% true.
Right.
I have 4 crocodiles at home. No,
The real thing you got to worry about, I love talking about this, is a thing called the irrigunji.
ooh,
Oh,
The irrigunji.
I like that.
Yeah, what's that?
Sounds like the name of a forest.
Yes,
it
well,
kinda
it's not.
does.
The Irrigunji
It is
forest.
a tiny, invisible jellyfish the size of your pinky fingernail, right? See through. They move in large swarms up the coast of Australia.
You
and
got real Steve Irwin vibes
Yeah.
right now.
I fucking, we're
Yeah, I
we're
love
here,
it.
you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Love
it.
it.
Keep going.
This is-
We're in
this is
Venice
so
or
good.
wherever. We're in Venice Beach.
I gotta be
Venice
real.
Beach.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of the irrigunji.
This is because I made a show right at the top of Australia.
Ah, right. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, it's the equivalent of Boston and then
Yeah.
going to Florida, Miami, or some shit.
Okay.
So, right at the top of Australia, these irrigunji, they move in swarms. You can't see them. Until 1965, no one knew they existed, right? But it's, blue bottles are a bigger fish, and they sting you, and it fucking kills, right? And they, if you're not treated, you can die. Irrigunji, right? They sting you. You don't know you've been stung until you feel it. You don't know where it came from. And then they release a toxin that gives you the feeling of impending terror.
Oh, I've heard about this.
And you die in
Yes.
17 hours.
Yeah.
What?
And you can't see them. You don't know where they are. The general rule is between November and March, don't go in the water. It's not the sharks you have to worry about. It's the invisible terror-making jellyfish.
Holy shit.
I must have been stung by one then.
Yeah.
I do not feel good all the time.
That's because you're drinking gluten, man.
Yeah.
But I almost
Yeah.
hate this
No,
stuff.
it's not that.
It's not that. I always hate this stuff though, because like I love talking about all the scary shit. But I've met Americans that legitimately don't want to come to Australia because of like bugs and
I have
fishies
not.
and sharks.
Mm.
I've legitimately been like, well, maybe you've not said, do you want to come to Australia? That
Yeah.
comes up. I've met people like, no, I'm afraid of the snakes and the irrigunji and the sharks and the
Irrigunji.
crocodiles.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
dude.
irrigunji.
I want to go so bad.
Yeah, I
It
think
looks
Oh,
people
like-
right.
still think
You
we
just-
just live
Yeah.
in the bush.
You don't swim in that water. There's signs.
Yeah.
I'd go anywhere but Mexico because I think the cartel is going to cut my head off with a chainsaw.
That's
Yeah, we-
Narcos. I've watched Narcos.
we
But that's
will
not
go
Mexico,
there.
is it?
No,
Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia.
that's just bits of it.
Taking a quick break, talking to you again about the sponsor of this episode, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a really great, easy to use online therapy service. Therapy, everyone should do it. Like how everyone should eat the greens and the Brussels sprouts.
You gotta stretch.
Gotta
You gotta
stretch.
brush your teeth and floss. Gotta go to therapy.
Gotta eat your cauliflower. Yeah, so BetterHelp is awesome. Seriously, check it out. Use it. So go to betterhelp.com/beers for 10% off on your first month. That's betterhelp.com/beers for 10% off your first month. Let's get back into the episode.
I gotta be real. I genuinely, when I first came to America, I was a little bit afraid I'd get shot.
Oh yeah, no, very true.
Oh, we
I
did
was
a show
genuinely
in
afraid I'd get shot.
Texas.
It's reasonable.
Yeah.
It's not that unreasonable.
Honestly.
We did a show in Texas, and then we were doing a meet and greet afterwards with fans because we are so fucking far removed from guns. Like my life, I have never seen a real gun. I've never held a real fucking
Yeah,
gun.
'cause you
I don't know
guys-
if that's the same
Yeah.
as everyone else. I don't know if you can have that experience in America. I'm sure you can. It was super far removed from it. Doing a meet and greet with someone in Austin, I think I put my arm around him, and just felt he was
That's
open
crazy.
carrying,
No.
and
Like
like my
post-
stomach
concealed.
went
I think-
fucking
concealed carry.
cold. Like
Texas is kind of the only place that does open carry like that.
right, okay.
Also,
Yeah.
we could drink 10 more of these and go to a firing range right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you all
But like people
seen
do that
guns
as like a
and been
hobby.
around
Yes.
guns?
Well, at my camp when I was literally in like 5th grade, we had a riflery thing, and I used to like shoot guns
in New Jersey.
in like Pennsylvania.
Wow.
I went to my buddy's ranch, and his dad's like coworker had like a locker of guns, and I got to fire an AR-15. And like
wow.
holding it, I was like, this like. I got so nervous just holding it. I was shooting at a tire,
Sure.
and I felt like I was going to kill everyone on
Well, yeah,
accident.
if you point that at someone and shoot, then they die. From
In
what
a-
I've been told,
in a way,
In a way.
their spirit
Yeah.
lives on.
in a really
That's so
literal
true.
way.
In a literal
Yeah.
way, the
Mhm.
bullets killed.
I remember there was a guy in a meet
Physically.
and greet. He was walking, he had his hands in his pocket, and he was looking at us, and he was like waiting. I forget where we were, and then he walked up. This is for film. And he walked up, and then he went like that to me, and like to shake my hand, and I was like, I'm about to die. I'm about to die in Portland, Oregon.
Like I said, I know people with guns because I grew up near farms and stuff. But I think you have to need the gun. And if you go to a shooting range, you can go to a shooting range. You can if that can be a reason.
Do people
But-
go like hunting in Australia?
Yeah, I know people that hunt.
Yeah.
It's like if you hunt, you can get a gun.
Hard to shoot near a gunji, but
Yeah, that's true. If you hunt, you can get a gun. But I don't. It's more in that like I don't think you can't get an AR-15.
Yeah.
No.
Because you guys-
don't need that.
Yeah. You had like the 9/11 of mass shootings. So
we
that's
did.
And then you guys
No,
were
that
like,
I thought that was New Zealand, right?
They had the 9. Yeah, well, yes. There's a lot of mass shootings.
yeah.
More here.
You definitely.
It was like one of your ones.
But you guys had a big one, and then it was like no more guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, you
Yeah,
guys
it
were
was
chill.
a conservative
Oh.
government as well
Yeah.
that was in
Yeah.
power. We had a
Oh.
conservative government in power.
The guy that was friends with George Bush.
yeah,
George W. Bush.
W.
Bessie's with George W. Bush.
Yeah.
W.
Yeah.
W.
W.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
happened, and then he was just like, no more.
Yeah,
No
we
more
don't
guns.
need the guns.
It's the famous Jim Jeffries line. He said, we had a mass shooting, and the Prime Minister said, no more guns. And everyone went, yeah.
Culturally, we're a little
It's the
different.
opposite here. It's
yeah.
like it's a conspiracy to get all of our guns and then militarize.
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah.
I think that the biggest
Yeah.
difference between Americans and Australians is like when our government tells us we have to do something, we go, all right. There's very few people who are like, fuck you, man.
And the
I'm
people-
not doing that.
And the people that are like, fuck you, are the ones we were talking about. Like, fuck you, I'm pro. We're just like, whatever, man. I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
It's too hot.
it's too hot. I'm just going to go to the
Yeah.
shops and.
Why can't we be like that? Like I don't understand.
We could really get into it if you want. Like,
Yeah.
we can,
you are built.
Fucking
You're a
hate
country
politics.
built on war.
Let's
Really,
push
like-
your flight. Let's get
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like
push it a few.
I didn't know that's what we'd be doing on Friday beers, but I
Yeah.
like
I
it.
think you
We
should
love
get one
war.
country.
War
That's
Wars
my
like
hot
that.
take.
We love.
What?
I
War
don't
is a
think you
large-
should be one country.
Makes a lot of money.
I fucking hate this place.
I think you should be.
Hey, you're
It's
doing
a-
all right.
It's
You're
in, this,
right.
it's in this office because I'm very impressed with it. California's twice the size, pretty much, of Australia in population. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
What do we got? 26
We're
million?
about 24, 25, 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think LA is like how many? 8 million?
You're in-
Or something crazy.
Yeah,
I
2
have
million.
no idea what I'm talking about. I moved
But no,
there a
like,
year ago.
Just
Yeah.
say some numbers. No one's
Yeah.
checking.
Legitimately, like, yeah, California is twice the size. Texas, how many people are in Texas? Like,
It's up in the 50s and 60s, I think.
I don't know.
like Texas is bigger. Texas is bigger than Australia in terms of population.
But and it's like 26
Just
million
one
across the
state.
country.
29 $1.53 million.
Yeah.
In Texas. There you go.
Mhm.
So in all of Texas is the same as all of Australia.
But then in
So
Melbourne,
you're just a little more chill. With
Yeah.
this.
Melbourne, Melbourne is
Yeah.
6 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like 26 million
Yeah,
across
Australia's
the whole country.
25.
This is
25.
I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah, we've
This
never
is the
done
first
this.
time you've ever Googled
Well,
and,
we're
the
like,
fact
helped
checker.
us.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get a computer in here because I don't like to bring my laptop. It's really big and heavy.
Okay, fair
Mm,
enough.
Your
But I-
laptop,
New feature.
that Pro is heavy.
No, this is not.
So heavy.
Oh,
Wait, how did I know you get this a lot? How did you guys meet?
Oh yeah.
How did we meet? At college.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
We
We're
call it
frat
university,
boys.
but we
Yeah.
met
Uni?
at college.
Yeah.
We met at
We
college.
were in the same. We did acting school.
We did acting school. We were all actor boys.
Oh, nice.
Wanting to be wonderful actors, and he was in the year level below us,
Mm.
and we were in the same year level. And then Tom, who makes all our music, was an actor as well, and Sam, who writes with us, was also an actor. Neither of them really ever acted again, but they're both in a new show that we just made.
If you can imagine us, but like littler, skinnier,
Hair.
with like less beard, more just like a few hairs on our chin, in black tracksuit pants,
You see
black
our balls and
t-shirt,
dick,
black
And the blue suit.
t-shirts that are just look like shit, and we're all a bit smelly.
and a cold.
Some of
face.
us are smoking, even though we're actors. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous.
But,
Just being like, we should start a comedy group.
Yeah.
That's kind of the image.
and there was like, because it's very rare that there's too much crossover with your different year levels, because the year levels stay pretty tight knit. There's only about 25 to 30 people in your year.
and they're your crew.
and they're
And your
crew.
wait
people,
for
right.
your acting class or your college
Mm.
and
For your year level, for your acting class
Yeah,
year
yeah,
level,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And but just the way I ended up meeting these guys and becoming friends with them was Zach was directing a student play and he cast me in it.
It was about a meteorite that was coming to Earth,
And what was it
and it
called?
was called "There's a Meteorite Coming."
And won a Tony.
Yeah, won a Tony Award for
Nice.
best student play about a meteorite. coming.
Yeah.
Very specific category. We were lucky that was a category that year.
But no, it was what I think if you hadn't cast me in that play, I wouldn't have ended up in
No,
whatever
you would've
group we
died.
started. But then it wouldn't have been successful because
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are the
That's
money.
true, Mark
Yeah.
Bonanno.
How long did it
no,
take?
because it's the combination.
How long did it take for you guys to like start hitting it?
Yeah. Well, we left school, right? And then, at least for me, it was like a year of like, I'm going to be an actor. Me and Rusty Crowe.
Yeah.
And then we did a play. I did a few plays and they all were bad. And no one would come. Like,
You were
like-
great.
I was like, Mum, can you please come see my play?
Sorry, Broden. I directed one of those.
And wonderful directors, but
you
somehow.
were always the standout.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And the
And-
directing of a couple of them was pretty
And
good.
no one would come to the shows. And like, you go, Mum, can you come see my play? She go, fuck you. I'm not coming to your fucking show.
Brian's mum is particularly mean.
She's a drunk. And then, but we're like, there was like a lot of uni was doing funny shows and things like that. And in Melbourne, there's one of the biggest comedy festivals in the world called really creatively the Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Mm.
And it's kind of considered up there with the Edinburgh Fringe and the Montreal Just for Laughs. And so we're like, well, there's this huge inbuilt thing where people want to see comedy here. Let's get all the funny people and we'll put on a show. And then in like 10 years, we'll get a Netflix show. And Zach was like, what's Netflix? And I'm like, it's a streaming thing.
No,
that-
and I was like, no, I don't think they do. What's streaming?
and it's like YouTube, and you're like, that doesn't exist. Oh, it's not really that
It's
big.
not really
either.
that big. And then you were like, oh, actually, no, it's a just they deliver DVDs. And I was like, how do you know they're going to become a streaming service, Broden? And that's when he revealed to me that he could travel
Yes,
through
from the
time.
future. And
But,
so I
but I was like, but Broden, you're still in your early 20s. He said, I
In my
can
mind.
travel my consciousness much like Quantum Leap. And I'd not seen Quantum Leap at the time.
So I explained Quantum Leap to him, but I
Yeah.
showed him because I'd time traveled. I explained the new Quantum Leap,
The new
which is
one?
about to come out now,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the 1980s Quantum
yeah,
Leap.
and I was like, this is really cool. This is really like,
And
the
then I said-
effects are incredible for
I-
TV.
I said, well, take that and watch this other show called Quantum Leap, which is older.
Yeah.
It's like what I described, but older. And
Yeah.
it's less diverse of a cast.
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
It's not as modern writing, but it's that same kind of show.
Yeah.
And then we said, let's do a show at Comedy Festival. And we did. And then we showed up to the first day of rehearsal. He was there. I was there. Zach was there.
Yeah.
And a fourth guy called Adrian was there. And he's now a lawyer and he quit. And he said this wouldn't go anywhere. So I don't wanna do it anymore. And then it didn't. And then so we got in this room like, all right, let's be funny. And we were all just like, oh, I don't know how to do this. And then we kind of just like very slowly started trying to write ideas.
Yeah, because the idea was let's do sketch because it's small. Like we didn't want to do like a whole play. Originally we were going to do a play. Broden and Adrian had written a play called Aunty
Hamilton.
Donna's first Hamilton.
Hamilton.
But then before that,
But then we were like, dude, are you sure you wrote this? Because this is really good.
It's really
You've
heavy.
never demonstrated a knowledge of American history. You've never shown an ability to like
And it's
combine
not funny. It's not that funny.
music theater and rap has never been combined. And he said, I'll admit it. This is future Broden again. I stole this idea from a guy named Lin-Manuel Miranda. And we're like, you got to stop doing this, Broden. It's really fucked up.
it's like it's a great way to make money though.
I said, this won't play well. We're in 2015 Australia. This isn't going to do well, man. So he moved on from
Yeah.
that. I was just going to say, oh, you go. Oh, thumbs up. I was going to just say, when Broden was talking about how Melbourne International Comedy Festival is like Edinburgh Festival and Just for Laughs Festival, I was going to say, but without the funny accents. Because they're Scottish and Montreal have weird little Canadian French accents.
Yeah.
And then I remembered our accents are funny. To
all right,
you.
all right. Our accent's funny to you.
Little
Yeah,
bit odd.
but, not as funny as Scottish accents.
Yeah,
are.
Scottish
Really?
accents.
I don't
are
think-
great.
I don't think they're funny. I think they're like attractive.
They're
Oh,
sick.
but
You
Yeah.
want
You're great.
You want to fuck
This is
Australian
great. Why would
Jewish
you press
man
the
so
red
bad,
button?
Dad? We're gonna make this happen for you.
Scottish Jewish man.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Oh,
red
I
button.
hate
Yeah.
Scottish accents.
No.
Yeah, she loves Australia.
Whoa, whoa.
I love-
Australian
We're gonna
accents
get you a
are
beautiful
sick.
little townhouse in Caulfield.
They're sick.
We're gonna hook up with a beautiful Jewish man. It's gonna happen.
I gotta say though, for us Australians, because we don't have the Australian accent, because that's just our accent. I find the Scottish accent really attractive because that's our Australian accent.
You know what's the most unattractive accent?
Boston.
A woman with a Boston accent.
Ugh.
Oh, I love the
Yeah.
fighter. The fighter, the women in the fighter is my kink.
Really?
Yeah.
The family in the fighter.
Amy
You
Adams
like
is
girls
the
from
fighter.
Lowell, Mass?
Oh yeah.
we're
Damn.
into it.
I know what that
We're
is, and
into it.
yes. What's that? Where's the town? What's that setting? What's that?
Charlestown.
Charlestown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That.
Boston Jewish women. Very attractive.
What's the best accent? I don't know. Irish is the.
Irish,
Irish
is
is
really
yeah,
good.
yeah. And
Fucking-
French
Yeah.
have got a lot going. For
French
them.
is they're so full.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, and actually Spanish, all the Spanish accents.
Accents.
Yeah.
You know what?
Any accent that comes
Yeah.
from someone
Whatever
that speaks
accent
Spanish.
where it's a person who's true to themselves and is cool, then they're like, that's the hottest.
I like an English
beautiful.
accent.
If they make friends
English.
along the way. that's
English
hot.
is lovely. I feel like they're gonna conquer me.
Yeah.
The British accent. I'm a little off the fancy British. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
like
little-
the poorer.
I like the middle class British.
Do you guys think Americans sound stupid?
No.
No, not at
Because
all.
we always watch American stuff growing up. You go.
You are, your accent reflects your personality as a country,
Mm-hmm.
which is that we are here, we own the land we are on, we are demanding your time,
Mm-hmm.
and we are speaking slowly and clearly. And like if we
That's for each other, not for
So
you
like
guys.
if you're in Australia, right? You're at a cafe and it's two people sitting at a table. A third shows up. You need a third seat. There's a table over there. There's someone and there's a spare seat. We go, sorry, using that chair, right?
Mhm.
They go, yeah,
That's it. That's the end of that conversation.
using that chair.
in Australia.
No worries. Yep.
Just
You would go, excuse me, we have two people here and we need a third chair.
Oh, you need a
That-
third chair? You need a third chair there?
That third chair there, you're not using. Are you using that?
No, we're not using this third chair.
Could we take that chair?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just back from the bathroom. Is he asking about that third chair?
Yeah, and I just said we're two. You and me, we're two.
Yeah.
So
we're
we
just
don't need a
two.
third chair.
No, that third chair, that could be yours.
Well, what if we take that third chair, put that over here?
Oh, this chair right here?
That chair I am talking about.
Well,
that
that's a
chair.
third chair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just me and
absolutely.
him. Yeah, you can
have
take the
that.
third
You
chair.
can take that.
I
third
actually
chair.
I said to you, didn't I? I
Yes.
said when I got here, I said, we don't need three chairs. So if anyone comes around and you're needing a third chair.
Well, that's what we're saying. We're just talking about.
Well, there's the third chair right here.
oh, you can use our third chair.
Well, if we could get that third chair and move that over here,
Oh, yeah.
that could be really good
Oh, yeah.
for
Yeah, yeah.
us.
You take that third chair, you'll have a fourth chair, and we'll have two chairs. Everyone will have the right amount of chairs.
Well, then great. And that's how much.
And then someone from another table might lean over and go,
oh,
You swapping chairs?
Oh yeah, I've swapped chairs before.
That's how you-
yeah. You need to swap
One
chairs.
time we
Yeah.
got picked up. One time we got picked up by like a driver at the airport, and he was standing with us, and the luggage came out, and he was like, "Well, here comes the bag."
It's just always or something like I was in an elevator once and I just pressed the button. It's like, oh gee, floor 19. You're a big boy. Right up the top there.
Wait, I know what you're talking about. I've always wondered if it's like exclusively American. I was at a hotel once, and we were at like the breakfast bar, and this lady was like 65, and she cuts me in line, and she grabs like a packet of jelly, and she goes, "Grab the wrong jelly. Gotta grab the strawberry." And I was like, why did you feel the need
Oh
to
my
explain
God.
that to me?
I don't know.
It's
That
like-
is
it's
that is
so-
100% American.
Yeah.
I would even say it's an East Coast thing because I know a New York guy that came to LA and we'd been here for a little while for something, and he came to LA and he's like, and I was like, I don't mind LA, and he was like, no one talks to you here. So he was like, I was in an elevator
Yeah.
the other day and no one talked to me.
No, it's true. It's
Well, I feel like it's the complete opposite. I come here and too many people fucking talk to me.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why you're
different.
all in cars and you never leave the car, right?
yeah.
Mm.
You're a young woman. That's a different experience.
I was
So,
gonna
yeah,
say.
you're gonna get talked to probably all over the map. But
Oh.
like small talk for me, East Coast a lot. Here, nobody even looks. If a guy's walking his dog, there's no like, "Sup, bruh?" Like, there's nothing of that.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
I prefer it.
I
Yeah.
like it.
What are
Just-
your Uber drivers like, or whatever you guys have over there?
So
We got Uber. Yeah, same.
Well, that's
Same.
what I'm saying. I feel like the Uber drivers here talk so much more. In
They
East
vent.
Coast,
oh,
my fucking God. In the
Yeah.
East Coast, like,
I-
you don't hear a single word.
I do.
Wow.
I do a bit about it where it's like every time I take an Uber, the driver tells me about the custody battle that he's in at the moment.
Yeah.
And seeks advice from me on it every fucking time.
My experience in Australia is, and this isn't always, I would say this is 80% of the time, is like you get in, they're like, "Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Very good. What are you up to? Doing this today? Great." And then they will just say something racist.
Oh yeah.
Like something really fucking racist, or like, or just, it just goes to silence after that. It's like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, those vaccines are bullshit, huh?"
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
all
it's-
right,
it's-
fucking hell.
It's the cash cab if every question was about immigration.
Yeah.
Cash
And-
cab, remember
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
We did cash cab in Australia too, but we
Did
call
we?
them taxis. But we still called it cash cab, but it should have been called cash taxi.
Yeah, crazy
When you think about
stuff.
Did you have the taxi?
I'm gonna
Uber war
vomit.
here
Yeah, this
as
is
well
big
when
Bud
Uber
Light.
came out?
I saw your
Oh, yeah.
big Bud Light, and then we asked for a big Bud Light for ourselves.
And a big
I
man.
remember that.
Mm.
And I'm still a little jet lagged. We've been here for a while. I'm still a little jet lagged. I haven't been sleeping well. I only needed a little Bud Light.
Well, I just want to say,
Do not feel. You don't have to finish it.
We
No,
could have
I-
shared. We could
Pour
have
it-
shared.
pour it out on the
I've
carpet
I've had
right
enough
now.
Bud Light to think it's a good idea to keep drinking Bud Light. That's where I'm at right
and
now.
look, I don't know what this THC is, but I'm liking it. I'm having a lot of fun.
Wow.
What is that? Some sort of flavor enhancer?
I think that's what they put in Chinese food to make
Wow.
it
Wait,
taste
oh,
better.
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I've got a bit of a headache, and I feel like I'm on another
no,
planet.
man. Actually, I think you'll find MSG doesn't give you a headache. It's just salt and umami, and that's
Yeah.
actually a racist stereotype. mate.
Oh, well, I think some people are sensitive to it, and they can get a headache, but it is all that is bullshit.
What's
It's just delicious.
the most racist thing you could say about an Australian person?
We're
what?
racist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
No,
pretty
no,
racist.
actually, no. What's the most racist thing you can say about Australian?
Uh-huh.
Depends on the Australian you're talking to.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
But no, Australians are, I would say, Australia and Texas are very similar.
Yeah, racism is sort of built into our culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at
We're
a
a little,
structural level,
over
it's
there.
there.
yeah, we're a
It's-
little wonky.
it's-
I'd say the most offensive thing you can say to Australians is say you're racist, and they'd get, "Don't you say I'm racist."
yeah, we think we're
And
so
those
much.
ones are racist.
Yeah.
That's how you pick out the
If an
racist.
Australian says they're not racist, they're racist.
Yeah.
Because the ones that go, "Yeah, we are," they're probably not racist.
Yeah. That's
we
what-
got a problem with racism.
It's Boston. Everyone's like, Boston's the most racist city in America. And everyone in Boston's like, you bet, pal. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the
You
racist
nailed
people.
it. You got us.
Wear it on your sleeve.
Yeah.
I
What
was
else?
watching that. What's his name? Number 6 NBA.
LeBron.
No, number 6 Boston.
Oh, Boston.
Greatest player of all time. You know.
Like our
Bill
like
Russell.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
the Bill Russell documentary. The man living in Boston in 1960s, African American man.
Ooh,
not good.
golly,
No,
Yeah.
golly gosh.
Boston.
What else can you say about Australians? Australians, we love to we're a little country, so we've got less problems than America because we're little. And Australians love to think we're better than America.
Yes.
We love,
Yes, we
you
do.
know, like the way when anything bad happens in America, you go on social media and Australians are like, that wouldn't happen in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't happen in Australia.
That's so
You
stupid.
mentioned the mass shooting that happened in 96. And they were like, we had a mass shooting and then we dealt with the guns. It's like, but we also did have a mass shooting. Like, stop being that arrogant. Like, we've got problems.
All
And
the things to be proud
maybe
of.
just be a little fucking sensitive to that country right now. So that's a big problem in Australia. We're very arrogant about that.
We're
shit.
we're younger siblings who, when you look up to someone and you admire them and all they do, but you're jealous of them. We're very jealous of Australia. Like we found in Australia we couldn't get a TV show made in Australia for a long time. We made a few pilots and they would never go because we were weird and alternative in our comedy. And then we came and pitched in America and we got the show on Netflix.
And this is House of Fun.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
The second one.
And
No, Big Old House.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
the first one.
then in Australia, it's like, we've always, you've got to, you guys are the best thing ever. But like before that, we're like weird alternative guys. But then once America said, oh, these guys are cool, then Australia was like, we've always loved them.
We couldn't get a show in Australia until we got a show in America.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
yeah.
so
Because
weird.
after we came back from doing the Netflix thing, then people wanted to talk to us about making an Australian show,
I
which
didn't
was
even-
fucked up because making an Australian show was legitimately always our dream.
Yeah.
I mean, like the idea, the concept of Hollywood to us is a dream. It barely exists. We can't believe it exists. And then you come here and you're like, I don't know. I feel like we're all very wide-eyed when we're here. It's just like, oh my God, this is amazing. And living here, I imagine it's a bit more chilled out, right? Like,
You get here we're from not here, so it's
Right.
You
You
got
get
the
here
same attitude,
kind
yeah.
of the same attitude. Then you're like, oh, it smells like piss.
Yeah,
Everyone's
you
fucking
get
doing
here and you
heroin.
go, this is garbage.
Yeah, it's-
yeah.
When something in Australia, things will have Hollywood, like shops will have Hollywood in their title, and that means glitz and glam. And here, if you Google something and it's got Hollywood in its title, you're like, that might be a scary shop.
Yeah.
Family run.
Yeah. What's the new show like?
We made a sitcom. So it's same bullshit, but in a cafe
Nice.
and set in Australia.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
It's
Same
really
bullshit,
fun.
but our life is bullshit.
What's the name? What's the name?
It's called Aunty Donna's.
good.
It's called Aunty Donna's Coffee Cafe because it's a cafe that serves coffee. And we have good cafes in Australia, so we thought that'd be funny.
Cafe is French for coffee.
And so it's like coffee. And
Wait,
it's a
only
really
in
great
France,
show,
though.
but there's no way to watch it in America yet. So let's stop talking.
Oh,
about
because
that.
I was gonna ask. I don't feel like I've never. When does it come out?
Fingers crossed. Do you know how to use a VPN?
Oh, I'm.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway,
We're moving on. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. That was a
it's
separate
out in
topic.
April in Australia on the American Broadcasting Channel.
Okay, great.
Australian
And then
broadcasting
you guys are
channel.
doing the tour, the Magical
The-
Dead Cat.
The Magical Dead Cat Tour coming to America this October.
Yeah.
Coming
And
to
maybe-
Baston.
Maybe your pals Liam and Will be invited.
Maybe.
maybe.
Leave it vague.
Hemsworth?
Leave it vague.
Liam
I
and Will
heard that-
Hemsworth.
Margot Robbie might be there.
Oh,
Margot Robbie
Yeah.
might be there.
is she
And-
Australian?
Yes.
Wow.
You guys are very welcome to come.
Wait, do you buy her Boston accent?
No, I thought she was British. I knew she wasn't American, but I didn't know what. I never really
She's
heard of her.
Aussie.
She's
Yeah,
Australian.
she's Australian.
Yeah,
she
she
was
goes
on
to
a show
Slipknot
called
shows and
Neighbours.
Yeah, I saw she goes to Slipknot. Why
So-
are you going to Slipknot show now?
No,
Magical
she
Dead
went
Cat.
in like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when she was on Neighbours.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, well,
It's a live show.
yeah,
right?
man. It's a
and-
sketch show. We did it, toured across Australia, toured across New Zealand, and now we're taking it to the UK. Do you have UK listeners?
Uh,
Oh,
Fuck
actually,
them.
We
we
actually
do.
had one.
We
We had
do.
one
One?
comment on the
Oh
podcast.
wow!
Nice,
Okay,
nice.
to that one person from the UK, come along.
Mhm.
Please
okay.
come.
But yeah,
yeah.
We haven't been here in 5 years. It's a very it's the most crazy bullshit you've ever
Just
seen.
Crazy. It's like 70 minutes, just mental.
I love
crazy
that. I mean,
shit.
you guys have such a unique style. Actually, I was curious. When did you guys kind of figure out your style? Because it was so different from what everyone was doing.
Yeah.
Like a mix of like absurd and like silly.
Well,
and
we,
just,
we spent a year because I was still at uni while these guys were out.
Uni's college.
Uni's college.
Hmm.
And I was
Uni,
still doing acting.
university.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We spent like the first year just meeting up every couple of months. I just remember a conversation we had, which was like, why should we do this? And what would we be bringing to the world if we were even gonna attempt to do comedy. Like that was really important to us. And what we sort of landed on was no one had done, in our country anyway, for the longest time, just like stupid. No one had done dumb comedy. And sketch was all very intellectual and wordy and a bit more of that British style. We were just like, should do dumb shit, you know? That was kind of one of the main points.
And
But-
yeah.
well, then our theater training as well.
No, but
right?
I think this is as well, just like legitimately, we're all very different people. Like we all have very different influences. Broden loves American stuff. I like a lot of Australian and British stuff. Mark's like a cross between the two, British and American. And we just sort of came together, and it was a really weird mush of references. I think a lot of people, when they come together, they have the same references. So it's kind of the same as the thing they were watching. Whereas we came together because we liked each other, thought each other was funny. So when we came together, it was we were all copying other people like everyone does.
Yeah.
But the way it came together just by like
Yeah.
accident was original, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
No talent on our part, just like accidentally.
Yeah. And drama school sort of taught us how to put on a live show without making it like boring, like which I think just gave us a lot of energy. We just, whenever we were performing and doing things, we did it big. We said we weren't great writers at the start,
And now
but we could sell anything.
But now we are still not great.
Now we're still not great writers.
Dadgrass. We're talking about Dadgrass again. Hold up, Dadgrass time.
Dadgrass time.
Crazy times to see crazy.
Sound the
spooky things.
alarms.
So whoop whoop.
Sound the alarms. Dadgrass is here.
Dadgrass chills guys like us out, and it can chill you out. It's a great thing to use. Everyone should be doing it and using it. It's fun. I like it a lot.
It's good for your brain. It's like a nice massage on your brain and a nice little back scratch for your soul.
Also, Dadgrass, I'm out. If you want to send me, if you want to hook up the boys, if you want to send the boys some, can I do that? Can I ask for more Dadgrass on this? I need some more Dadgrass. Anyways, dadgrass.com/almostfriday for 20% off on your first order. Dadgrass.com/almostfriday for 20% off on your first order. That's a friggin' really good deal. Let's get back into the episode.
What was the sketch group you guys watched the most individually growing up? Like for me, it was White Kids, It was
Yeah.
huge for me.
Yeah.
But what about you guys?
Oh, I gotta see. This is the problem for me. Is it's a guy named Sean McAuliffe who you don't really get in America. But if you're into older stuff like comedy dates, but if you're into older stuff and you can find it online, it's a show called The McAuliffe Program, which is just the craziest, weirdest show. And I think it's the same thing as us, because there wasn't a lot of sketch in the world. He just was able to do whatever he wanted. So it's a guy named Sean McAuliffe, and a show called The McAuliffe Program for me was
And
like,
then also Missed the Show.
oh, and Mr.
Mr.
Show.
Show, yeah.
Mr. Show, for like, I loved that show, and it really came in when we started doing longer form stuff. Like, how do you blend sketches together? How do you because punchlines on sketches always suck. Like, they're always terrible. So we were just like, let's not do the punchline. Let's just move on to the next thing. As soon as it gets old, just start another sketch, So Mr. Show was huge.
Yeah. I had a channel at home called the Comedy Channel, which is like Australia's equivalent on cable for Central. And I just was addicted to that. So I used to watch both Jay Leno and Conan every night, but mostly Conan, and all the sketch writers on that who were fantastic, including Bob Odenkirk and Robert Smigel and other people. And then also I really think it's really important to say The Simpsons and South Park, because I know they're mainstream, but like they're super important. And then
Also Conan on The Simpsons.
exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out Louis, by the way.
And then what else in that era? And then I'll stick with those ones.
My biggest one was Tim and Eric. Man, when I saw Tim and Eric, I think I was still in high school. I was in like year 10 or something. And it was one of the first times I'd really seen comedy and was like, this is fucking new. This is brand new. I don't know what the references are. I don't know where this is coming from. Like, I couldn't like pin it to anything that existed in my world. So for me, this like little fucking Italian kid growing up in the western suburbs of Melbourne, seeing that show was like a fucking head fuck. And was obsessed with it. And I got even more obsessed with it because every time I showed it to someone, they hated it.
Yeah.
And that made me feel like special for liking it. And so that show, a Tim and Eric Awesome show, like changed my life, man.
And
Yeah.
Monty Python, gotta say.
Yeah, Monty
Yeah.
Python.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
all big Python fans.
And Auntie Donna.
And
Aunty Donna changed
Yeah, because
my life.
I
The
traveled.
first
back.
time I saw Aunty Donna.
Yeah. So
Remember.
as hinted at with the quantum leap thing, that was more of just like a hint. Broden could send his consciousness and also videos. So he was able to show us videos. of
And we would
Auntie Donna.
write down just sketches and then reshoot.
You ever seen
them.
12 Monkeys or Terminator? It's kind of that loop. Like, who
Yeah.
invented this? Because everything we've done has been ripped off from future us.
But it was like,
So-
I was like, well, that clearly went well. I could see the numbers on it. It went well. Let's just do that. And so,
yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah. Is Anthony Starr cool?
sorry.
Is it Anthony or Anthony?
Homelander.
Anthony
Oh,
Starr,
Anthony
yeah.
Starr.
Is he cool?
He's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, it was sick that you guys got
The story
Yeah.
behind that, right, is we got Netflix like, have a TV show and live here now. So we came over, they gave us some cars and houses, and we had to live
Just
here.
rented.
Yeah,
They're all
rented.
rentals.
Yeah, yours was rented.
Gave you property.
and we're like, great, we'll start writing this show, and they're like, have people in it, and we're
Yeah,
like,
make
well,
sure you get a few cameos in there.
and we're like, well, we only know Australians. We know all the good Australians, but we only know them. And the show's being produced by Ed Helms, so we got one.
Mhm.
We got Andy Bernard, and then we're like, all right, we'll ask people. And Scott Aukerman produced it from Comedy Bang Bang. And we're like, we'll ask, and they were like, and then we were like, we would love these famous people, and we put all these people out, and they're like, all of them said no because they don't know you. And we're like, yeah, that's fair. And then we're like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And then Sam, our writer, was like, there's this new show called The Boys on Prime, and there's the main guy in it who plays the Superman role. He comments on everything we do and likes it and shares it. His name's Anthony Starr. And we're like, all right, that'll do. And so Mark and I, who were in the scene with him, hadn't watched the show. But we're like, great, someone wanted to do it. And then, and so we did this scene with this guy, and he's really cool and nice.
Yeah.
Not
And it-
that muscly.
And he's from New Zealand as well, I should say. So
Yeah,
we
he's a
were
Kiwi.
like,
Okay.
oh, it must be that. Like, he must have heard of us because, you know, we're pretty, like, we've known in New Zealand as
Yeah.
well. It's near Australia.
Yeah.
That's how he must have heard of us.
And then we separately went off and watched it after the show. I'm like, oh my God. Homeland's in our show.
I kill Superman.
Dude, he puts on an unbelievable performance.
He's incredible.
He's
Actually.
so-
Even
Yeah.
now.
It's fucking
He
great.
is so good.
There's a
Yeah.
little Aussie film called was it Wish You Were Here? Is that the name of it? I've got to look it up. But it's he's in that.
Is he in that?
Yeah, and it is one of the most phenomenal screen performances.
And
He's just such a strong.
Have you heard the thing that he, this isn't like because we know him, this is just that I've heard he doesn't think that Homelander's a villain.
he plays it.
But like not just like how actors are like, I don't consider him a villain. He thinks of Homelander like an anti-hero. Like he thinks Homelander is like a Walter White or he thinks he's like in that realm of a
Yeah.
complex
Well,
hero.
I like that because that lines up with Homelander too, who's like a narcissist who doesn't
Yeah.
think he's
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's
No
like I think that's
self-awareness,
why
yeah.
he's
I like
the best
that.
villain.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
he's the top 10 villains of all
Yeah.
time
It-
because he doesn't play it like a villain. You
That's
know what I
really
mean?
cool.
Like
He's got like the Unabomber backstory where you're like, all right, well, someone else kind of did this to you. Like, it's
This
it's
isn't
the
your
government
fault,
fucks
man.
you
I
up.
can't
Like,
blame him entirely.
Yeah.
So what we found out later is there was this earlier than that. We did a show in LA called at the Montalban, and we had like an after party for execs and stuff to try and get a TV show. And some kid like broke in,
snuck in.
snuck in,
Snuck into the after party. Yeah.
like some dork snuck in, and we didn't meet him, but he was there. And someone told me there's some kid broke in, and apparently he's Meg Ryan's son.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We're like, what? That's weird. Flash forward 5 years later, the whole cast of The Boys, everyone on that show, Aaron Moriarty and Jack and Anthony apparently walk around quoting Donna sketches because Jack just shares out. Jack Quaid, this Huey,
Yeah.
has been a diehard Donna fan.
I believe
No
that's
way.
how Tony
Sick.
found out.
So
Yeah.
we
And
have
Tony
a-
found out through Jack.
We have
Oh,
a
no
sketch
shit.
called
Awesome.
Pud, which is all about Christmas Pud. It's just the most
Yeah.
stupid sketch ever. And like he told us, it was like it's Jack that got us into it. Apparently on the set of The Boys, they were all like, Pud. Just walking around like thinking some of those scenes that they're just like, oh, how funny's Pud?
Yeah, that's so
so
cool.
that
Jack was a
crazy?
little cameo in our show as well. He's in like a sketch about basketball, and
Oh, is that the old timey one?
Yeah.
that's
Jack.
his whole comedy group, his sketch group called Sasquatch.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
he's in
didn't.
the
I
comedy
didn't. I don't remember him being. in
Oh,
that.
it's all long shots.
He's heavily
Yeah, because
moustache.
it's far.
Heavily
Yeah.
moustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very tiny little cameo as
Yeah.
well. So we're trying to get all of the cast of the boys
Yeah.
different stuff.
He's,
Yeah,
a, he's,
yeah.
a, he's a very good friend now and a lovely guy, and
That's awesome.
he's in Scream.
I
5.
messaged
Yeah,
him.
he's great in that.
I messaged him. I don't message people that often, but when he announced that he was in Scream, I love Scream. I
Me
think
too. It's
the
my favorite
best.
horror franchise.
Yeah, absolutely. And I messaged him. I was just like, I've never DM'd him, right? I've just met him here and there. And I messaged him I was like, I want you to know the fact that I know someone in a Scream film is the greatest thing that will ever happen in
Yeah,
my life.
that's-
It's like, nothing I've ever done will come close to the fact that I know someone in a Scream film. He's like, oh, thanks, man.
That's awesome.
Damn, that's so cool. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna record time piss. Ready?
All right, go. Time.
Dun, dun,
Go.
dun, dun, dun,
You
dun,
just
dun.
take your time. Don't hurt your
Take your
bladder.
time.
Yeah, don't run.
We can cut that.
Finish the stream.
How many times a day does he pee?
A lot. Not as much
Drinking
as me.
Bud Lights
See,
every
I'm
single
really-
day.
He's not
Yeah.
good.
I'm worried about his health because I feel like he feels pressured to drink beer. He's clearly intolerant to gluten. He said,
And he's
he
pissing
said
like
it
a
feels like
racehorse.
mercury in his stomach.
Yeah.
He's
It's-
peeing a lot. I feel sorry. I'm worried.
Does he tend to exaggerate?
A little. He's a fun drunk. So it's like,
Yeah,
if
I'm
he's
not.
exaggerating, it's in a fun way.
I'm not a
Yeah.
fun drunk.
No?
I'm this close to starting to cry.
One day I called him silly pants while we were drinking,
Yeah,
and he jumped across the table and just
Fucking
like
jumped him.
I woke up. He hit me. I woke up and he had him like locked in.
Yeah.
And just I couldn't breathe.
Once I said that it was Zach, we were drinking, and I just said, I was like, "Is that yours?" It was just like some keys on the table, and then he jumped across the table and he tried to like rip my jaw off.
Like in King Kong with
Yeah,
that
like
dinosaur.
yeah, like the dinosaur.
Exactly
thing.
like that. But are you talking about the Universal Tours 3D experience by Peter Jackson, or are you talking about the film, the Peter Jackson
Which
film?
King Kong?
The,
which
the
King
film with Jack Black and
Oh,
Adrian
right.
Brody.
Okay.
So that he also does that on the Universal Studios tour. That King Kong rips open the dinosaur's mouth.
Oh shit.
But you got to
but
make sure you're
before-
looking to the left.
And beforehand, can you do Peter Jackson telling you to put on 3D glasses?
Yes. All right.
The little screen
Welcome to my
comes up.
experience on the Universal Tour. Please put on your 3D glasses now to be immersed in the world of King Kong.
I love his Peter Jackson. It really cracks me up. That's for me.
I don't know Peter Jackson that well to like know if that's good.
So
Was that the
Could you
first
tell I was
character?
doing an accent?
Not really.
yeah, they're very similar accents.
That's very funny.
That's funny. That would be like an American doing a Canadian accent. You'd be like, okay, yeah, it's pretty funny, I guess.
Wait, you said you guys didn't have characters, but you had something else?
What?
Oh no, what's this?
No, you said you guys don't. I remember one of you said we don't have characters, but
Oh no, we can do them.
oh, you do have characters.
We call in Australia we're called the Boys of 1,000 Voices. We're not. No, it was very funny, Emily, is we were talking on email. And just because of the way that we were all folded into an email thread, like a friend of ours connected with your people and everything.
Yeah. I thought
is-
I was like talking to
you
somebody else
thought-
that wasn't.
You thought you were
guys-
talking to our management.
Yeah, because there was somebody else. There was
But-
like a Brett or something.
Yeah, Brett. Yeah, Brett is yes. But so
Yeah.
you were
Oh,
like,
so I was like, can they
you were
come
like,
for
so
me?
I started to enjoy the back and forth where you'd be like, would the boys be okay doing this? And I would go, the boys would love that. The boys would love to do that. So that was I enjoyed that. I just want you to know I enjoyed
Wait,
that.
I'm dead. Yeah, I only realized that today when I
Yeah.
reached out over email giving my phone number. I was like, wait, one of them is in this email thread.
I'm also our manager. I'm not.
So tell me, how do we do this?
Okay, here
how
we'll,
does this
we'll
play
start
out?
off with one.
All
And
right.
we'll basically, this is one of the biggest. This is what people love. They love
Why do you
Yeah.
like not have an arm right now?
Don't attack him.
Oh, it's the
Sorry.
bit. It's the
That's
bit.
coming.
Me.
Oh,
Don't
maybe it's
attack
a
him.
char- Oh, sorry, maybe it's a character.
Yeah.
Or are you just keeping warm?
I think it's
No, I was about to take this off.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Ooh,
Oh.
we threw a bit.
here. We'll start it off.
Okay.
I do the setup and I do.
And
The
we're just
character.
gonna riff this.
Okay,
we
so
don't
here's
the
plan
idea.
anything. All
You
right.
guys are doing an intervention, and you're doing an intervention on me, and we all work on a space station, and you think that an alien put an egg in my stomach.
okay.
Oh, that's the scene.
That's the scene. All right. What's up, guys? What are we doing? Playing cards?
Yeah. We'll just sit down for a second. We wanted to all kind of chat.
We gotta
Yeah,
talk to you,
man.
man.
I know that you were saying to us that the
Yeah.
whole thing that jumped on your face the other day.
Yeah, get me off this rock, huh?
Yeah.
So
I know you think that since it's fallen off your face, there's not a problem, but we still have our concerns personally.
I'd love.
Oh,
yeah,
guys, I'm all good.
that's cool. Would it would make us feel better if you just got tested? If you just went down to the drive-through one.
I don't need to get tested.
I know you say that, but when that alien was on your face, you were saying things like, "Oh God, it's laying an egg in my mouth. I can feel it going into my throat.
I was.
It's in my
panicking.
tummy now."
I
You
was.
said there's an egg in my
panicking.
tummy.
Okay, look. Do you go?
Oh,
Oh, Broden, that soup you made is running through me, brother.
We don't think it's a soup.
But seriously, guys, I mean, you guys think?
Sorry, can I say something right now?
Yeah.
Can I speak right now?
Mm-hmm.
I think, in my opinion, that's a tiny little alien bursting out of your stomach.
Come
Right.
on, guys.
I
Tell us, it's me.
It has eyes, and I can see its eyes. I think we all can.
Yeah. And I just think that if you're going to deny the fact, even now as an alien is coming out of your stomach, then that makes me concerned that we can't trust you.
Well,
your-
and
your
Well,
own opinion.
I saw an alien on your face.
Yeah.
What? Mark?
Yeah. What?
You had an alien on your face?
Yeah.
too?
Laid a little egg in my tummy.
See how he's being honest about it?
See, that's-
I'm
It's-
starting to think you guys are right, actually.
I don't want you to
Oh.
think that we're coming at you like you're. You know, this is an. We just want to be open, and if there's an alien egg in your stomach and it's going to burst out and attack us, I know the rest of us would like to know about it.
Yeah,
beforehand.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I can make my choice to be in this room if you're being honest with me. Do you
there's mine.
understand? Oh,
Yeah.
See,
there it is.
there's a little alien in my tummy.
Where's your one, Mark?
Just here.
Yeah, go. Give us another look. Oh, cool.
See,
You guys are right, and you know what? I think that what's the most important is that we're all communicating.
Yeah.
About our mental health.
That's beautiful.
that's what
All
it
right,
is.
and that's the character.
So let's-
That was a
I
good
like that.
character. That was a good
Emily,
character.
you blew my character.
Sorry.
I want to say, I just do want to say that I pretended that it didn't happen, so I was surprised when you did that.
Thank you.
Just so you know,
Thank you.
I checked
put
out.
it out of my mind, and I went. You know how like sometimes when you watch an old movie, you have to go, yeah, but imagine what it was like to watch it
Yeah.
back
You
then,
watched the
and you've
first
got to
time.
remember you haven't seen the Avengers. The Avengers doesn't exist. That's what I did for that bit,
Yeah.
and I had a great time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I got a character.
So don't worry about it.
I'd love
I've got a character. You are worried. You've heard a rumor that one of us is not Australian. That it's fake,
Okay.
and you're confronting us about.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, Auntie Donna.
Pleasure
you guys
to be
are
here.
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you so much,
Dude, we're a big fan. We're on the subreddit.
Oh,
We're
thank
on
you
the-
so much, mate.
See, that's well.
That's kind of what we were. You
well,
got
what's
it.
wrong?
What's
There's,
up? What's up, fellas?
We heard a rumor on the subreddit.
It's like the
that-
top.
Oh yeah, I didn't shit my pants.
No, it's not that. We saw that. That was.
We'll come back.
Oh.
We'll circle back to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
Do you think
Just
like?
want you to know.
Well, we think like one of you guys. Well, that's what we didn't say. People say it that one of you guys isn't actually Australian. Is
Gee, bingo. That sounds like a big lie to me.
Me too.
The more now that you mention that, I'm starting to feel accents that are not quite right.
No, you're not. Let it go, man.
Well, let me tell you, I grew up on a sheep farm out in Western Australia, and I'd never met anyone with a more authentic accent than these two boys.
You're goddamn right.
Mark.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you from?
Me, my blood or my bones?
Bit of both.
Werribee
Checks out.
in Victoria.
Yeah. Well, me, I'm from that place in that movie Australia.
I've
You know,
seen, yeah.
Yeah, with Nicole Kidman.
Wait,
You know
what,
that
yeah, what
movie?
place specifically?
I was down roving with the sheep and the horses, you see, and I'm from, and I love Baz Luhrmann films.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Yeah, I like the movie Elvis.
He's Aussie as shit, man.
Yeah. I think it's you.
Yeah.
Me? Got yes.
That's a good character.
This is very good.
It's fun.
Oh,
That's
that's very
fun.
that was very good. BetMGM. BetMGM. We've been using them all this year for our picks. Everyone knows it. NFL's gone.
It's no secret. We're stacking paper to the ceiling.
Stacking bread so high. with the XFL, a lot of other sports. If you go to BetMGM, the app, I've been using the app. Go to the app, use promo code BEERS with BetMGM. Promo code BEERS with BetMGM, and you can get up to $1,000 risk-free bet on your first bet.
That can't be possible.
It is.
Did I hear that correctly?
I don't know what their business model is.
Yeah, their business model seems to be give as much freaking money as possible to our users.
And it's very good. I like it.
How's that work?
Just remember, don't use it in a state that doesn't have legal sports gambling.
Just don't.
Be 21 years of age or older.
Yes.
And then if you have any addiction issues, there are resources for that.
You can get help. You're not alone.
Not alone. That is BetMGM, promo code BEERS, $1,000 risk-free bet on your first bet. Let's get back into the episode.
I have a bad one. But
the bad ones are the best.
yeah, they're fun.
Have we been doing good ones?
Yes.
Oh, wow,
that
bless
was
you.
gold.
Bless you. Bless you.
So this is why the gun was in here.
Don't
Oh,
kill
cool.
yourself on
Oh,
camera.
God.
Yeah, I won't.
Is
Jeremy spoken. You know what I mean? Charles Jam?
Yeah.
Just shoot it down to make sure. Oh, no, we're upstairs.
Yeah.
I just said, to be safe, shoot it down.
Yeah.
But
Into
we're
the
on
office.
the second story.
YouTube, it's an airsoft gun, no real bullets.
Yeah.
But so this is self-defense training in America.
Okay.
So
Okay, great. That's the character.
yeah. So you're trying to rob me,
Okay.
and just point that at me.
That
and
is
I'll
real.
I'll show you guys how to get out of
Okay.
a situation like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So-
what kind of store are you in?
I'm walking home from work late at night.
Okay.
And I'm playing myself.
How far are you from home?
I'm about a half a mile. So if
I
I
don't know what they can I have some kind. How long is the walk? gonna take?
Kilometers.
I don't know.
I don't know the thing.
Okay.
It's like 6 streets.
How are you dressed?
I am dressed a little bit slutty.
A little bit. So you got a.
Oh.
You got a shoulder. Okay, great. And what do you do for work?
UMass Boston.
Yes.
Is it this work? Is this real
This,
scenario?
yeah, this is me leaving here.
You leaving here?
Yeah.
Can you walk home from here?
This
Do
is yeah.
Okay.
So this is something
So
I
this is
have
something that
encountered.
could happen. This could happen.
This
No.
it's
Yeah.
grounded in reality.
All right, see.
Okay, great.
Let's do this.
Give me all your money.
I swear to God, I'll suck your fucking dick, man.
All right. Come over here. Suck my dick.
You save a lot of money.
Sorry, I was half a. Yeah, my character was guy who's on board for a suck job.
Broden's character.
perfectly
So your character was self-defense through suck job, and Broden was guy who was right on board with suck job.
Yeah.
I got a character similar.
Yeah.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone offered me a suck job.
All right. Zach, would you like a suck job?
Sure, why not?
What's that character?
It's the same.
It's the same
It's
character.
a similar character.
Yeah.
It's
Guy,
guy
that?
on a
Mine's guy wants a suck job, but is aggressive about it.
Okay.
Okay. How you doing?
Hey man,
Give
how's
me
it
a fucking suck job right now.
I don't think I'm gonna, man.
Oh well, but he's aggressive but accepting.
I got one.
I thought you were
yeah,
more
yeah,
charming.
yeah, Mark, I got one. My character is someone who's neither here nor there about getting a suck job.
Sure thing.
Yeah, can someone offer me a
Yeah,
suck
yeah,
job?
no worries. Hey, Mark, would you like a suck job? I got one. My
Yeah.
character is guy who could go a suck job.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have to. Don't need an offer. God, I could go a suck job.
I got one for a guy that
Yeah.
that doesn't want one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like such?
I got AIDS. You don't want to come anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Actually,
Bang.
pretty sure you can. Anyway,
What is another one? Have you got any
well,
more?
this is touching base on something that happened earlier, and this is a Sam Lingham joke. But my character is so I'm going to walk into this room. You have heard no rumors about me shitting my pants. Like you legitimately haven't heard. No one has said that I've shat my pants. That is not a thing that has been said. All right, and I walk into the room. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey,
What's up?
Mark.
Hey, by the way, there's a rumor going around that I shit my pants. You've probably heard it. It's not true.
I haven't.
I didn't hear that.
No, I didn't.
Well, yeah, good, because it did not happen.
Oh yeah, but there's been okay, cool. Yeah, no worries.
yeah, yeah, because people are going around saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I shit my pants.
Well,
It didn't happen. I'm sure you've heard it.
Yeah. Well,
No.
it reeks like kind of like fucking shit.
yeah.
Well, that's odd. That's odd because I didn't shit my pants.
It's funny that I'm now starting to think you did shit your pants because you're telling us this.
Well, then you believe in tattletales
Okay, cool.
because people are going around saying that. They have no evidence to suggest it. I just had a shower. Anyway, that's that character.
That's good.
It's a good character.
That's very
That was
good.
great.
Thank you so much, everyone.
These
Oh
good
my
characters.
Yeah,
Where do these rank in your characters?
pretty high up.
Yours?
Pretty
Very high.
Pretty high up.
Always keep your finger
Yeah.
off the trigger, right? Just there,
But then I
unless-
can't-
unless
yeah.
you have intent to kill.
Usually you want to white
Yeah.
knuckle that and keep your finger on it.
I'll-
But that's America.
I'll show you. I'll show you an
Yeah.
old one that we did. Maybe you'll like it. This is just the cop in Boston.
Yeah, right, cool.
Boston PD, shave your pubes and put them in a plastic bag and slide them over right now. Right now, I want your pubes, all of them together right now. Don't mix them up. I need them independently in separate baggies. Go ahead.
That's Spotlight.
Yep, Spotlight.
That's my favorite scene from Spotlight. Good stuff.
Wait,
Yeah.
someone asked for someone's pubes in Spotlight?
Specifically in individual bags.
Well, that was one of the themes of the movie.
Yeah, I remember more the church stuff.
Hey, I got a character. We've got characters. We've done it before on stage, but is that all right if we
Yeah,
do ones
yeah.
we've done?
That would be fine.
Let's
with me.
do guy who steps in front of who accidentally steps in front of the line.
We need to physically do that, don't
No,
we?
no, I think we can do it with words.
Okay, great.
Who plays who? Is it-
Oh, the man who doesn't know there was a line.
and then
You're the
the
Oh
guy
my
who
line.
says
God, I do
something.
not.
You just stand
Alright,
there.
so this is man who didn't realize there was a line. Okay. And I want you to imagine me and Mark are in a line, and Broden steps forward and is looking at a menu behind the counter. Excuse me, mate. There's a line here.
Oh, sorry.
It's the man who didn't know there was a line. Because then, bro, when it goes to the back,
He
of
goes
the
to the back line. He
after
just didn't
said-
realize there was a line.
Yeah.
And I'm in the line. I'm a little upset with him because I think he's cut in front.
We can do the one from our show.
Yeah, what one's that?
Is the man who shit himself in public but is handling the situation quite well.
Oh, yeah. No, I need to remember how
All
this goes. Oh, yeah. All right. So this is the man who shit himself in public, but is handling the situation quite well. Stephen, how are you, mate?
Hello, James.
Oh, yeah.
I am doing really, really well.
Fantastic.
And how are you?
I'm very well, although I did just shit myself.
There you go. It was him.
A little
That
misdirection.
was the man
for you.
who shit himself in public, but is handling the situation quite well. I was the man who shit himself.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Little misdirection.
Little misdirection right there.
We actually after the Boston PD video, the actual Homeland Security showed up at my parents' house in Boston.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not shitting you. And they were looking for me. And so my mom and dad called me on a Monday afternoon. And my mom's like, Boston police is here. And I was like, oh, she see the video? She's doing a bit. And my dad got the phone and he was like, why the fuck is the police at my house? And I was like, yep, this is not a joke.
What are you?
He was pointing a fake gun at the camera.
And I had a Boston police badge on. And I was saying, I was putting it in my mouth and I was like, I'll kill you and all this shit. And so someone called Homeland Security who went to my mom and dad's house and alerted them that I might be a
Was that the end of it?
Yeah, well, I had to talk to
haven't
the
called
police
you
on the.
yet?
Yeah, they called me and I had to verify my address in Venice Beach, and then they offered me a job. I'm not kidding. And he told me that his cousin was in 16 Candles, and I was like, "That's awesome. That's cool, man. Yeah,
Hollywood, baby.
yeah,
That's Hollywood, man.
candles.
Yeah.
That's how the people you meet in Hollywood.
yeah."
That's sick.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. All right, we've been doing this
Yeah.
forever. What do you guys want to plug the show
Yeah,
and the tour
please,
one more
guys.
time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
we
to
can
our show.
plug.
We're going on world tour. When is this going out?
Next week, right?
Yeah.
Well-
Then go to our website, auntiedonna.com. And if tickets aren't on sale, just go join our mailing list and we'll be coming to a city near you.
Let us know what city you're in, and we'll let you know.
And
when
you
we're
guys will
coming
be
there.
here in LA.
Yeah.
You can come. We'll give you a couple of tickets.
Fuck
We'll give
yeah.
you a couple of tall boy Bud Lights.
Excellent.
There you
Nice.
Here in America, we enjoy tall boy Bud Lights.
You'd have to get them from a fancy bottle-o. We call them bottle-os.
And illegally watch our ABC show
Yeah.
when it comes out in April.
Wait, last question. How'd you come up with the name?
Well, actually, funnily
Well-
enough, it was a beer-related story.
yeah.
Hmm.
Let me answer your question by asking you a question. Have you ever been to an apple farm?
Yes.
Are you aware of cider
Yes.
and beer?
Mhm.
Cider's made out of
Beer.
No,
apples, man.
man.
Why would you say
You
that?
are Enough,
you doing?
enough
Doing a
tall boy
bit?
Bud Lights, Broden Kelly.
Are you doing a bit?
Is that a bit? Is that a bit? Was that a bit?
Well, you know what? Oh, redeem yourself. Finish the story.
Cider's made out of,
Beer.
and we were like, Aunty Donna.
You understand?
Oh yeah.
You
fucking
understand?
Well, there
that-
was 5 apples
There was 5 apples
and
right.
2 beers.
2 beers at this apple farm, and we thought, isn't it funny that there isn't a cider served at this apple farm? Because we were there for a school
Wedding.
Was it a wedding?
Yeah,
It was
and
a
we'd
friend's
also
university
forgotten our
wedding.
laces on our shoes.
But that's irrelevant to the story.
It is. It was just weird.
Yeah. And anyway, we started talking.
And you always leave out that detail.
Yeah, but I just think it's irrelevant. I don't think I had laced boots. I think I had like something like this. I think I had like a pull-on boot, like an R.M. Williams type situation. So I didn't need laces.
And I had Uggs on.
I remember it differently, but that's all right. Sorry, continue.
Anyway, we started talking to the person at the apple farm. We said, would you ever do a cider? And we were talking to them. Anyway, their nephew came up who was there for something else.
Had a beer.
Had a beer. And they said, Aunty Donna, are we going to do that? Blah, blah, blah. And so they were Donna, but to the nephew, they were Aunty Donna. And I remember
Yeah, the kid wasn't
thinking-
referring to us because we didn't have a beer.
I remember thinking, Aunty Donna, that's a great name. That'd be a great character in like a play or something. We held on. It's a really boring story. Held on to that, and then Aunty Donna became the name of the group. It's so boring.
That's cool.
But it's
Yeah,
fun
it's
that
cool.
it's
It's
beer
fun.
cider related,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. But also, it's the most boring story we've ever told. We tell it
We
a
should just
lot,
make up
so-
something.
Did we just make up something?
No, we
No,
should
you
make
should.
up.
Oh, we
We
should.
should make up a silly story.
We should. Do you know
'cause
what we
it's
should
dry
do?
as fuck.
Is we should make up a silly story every time we get asked that question.
Yeah.
on the
That's what I
podcast.
thought you were doing.
No,
Oh, no,
that
no,
was
no,
like
no,
a-
no,
no,
no.
no.
We got bored of that. We
No.
got bored of
If
doing
you
that.
Google how do we get our name, you'll hear that Apple story every time.
All right. Well.
Okay.
All right. Shit, fellas. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah,
coming
thank
on.
you, guys.
Seriously.
Our honor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for the beer. Thank you for the correspondence.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank
and
you.
yeah, and
Okay,
tickets for the Magical Dead Cat World Tour at auntydonna.com from what date?
We don't know yet.
Follow Auntie Donna on everything. Facebook. Are you guys on Parlor?
No, I don't know what that is, man.
That's
I'm
Trump's.
35.
Trump's-
Oh, good.
Parler didn't really take off in Australia.
All right, follow him on Parlor. Thank you guys.
I thought it was the cool new thing that I
It is. It is cool.
All right. Thank
Come
you guys.
on.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was fun.